as an artist, we also don't really wear skin in our hearts and minds anymore. So सब कुछ चुभता है. So you really need to know what you're exposing yourself to. Nobody really matters. You do your part and you leave. And it's okay to not be relevant.
बतौर एक्टर हम आते हैं, मीडिया में बातें करते हैं. कई बार ये चीज़ें एक्टर का दिमाग भी ख़राब कर देती हैं. उसको लगता है कि अब वही मैं ही ब्रह्म हूँ, ये सब मैं चला रहा हूँ.
You can also start believing that you weren't meant to be here in the first place and things like that, which is not true, because out of an ocean of millions somehow you have been chosen to play that part.
Hello everyone, welcome to ETimes. I'm Hesha and I'm in conversation with the team here in Goa, that too. So hello and welcome. I'm so excited, and first I want to tell you guys that हर बार हम सब बॉम्बे में मिलते रहते हैं, एक जन दो जन ऐसे कभी होता है. अब गोवा में मिलके जो वाइब है वो एकदम कड़क सिंह टाइप लग रही है. So congratulations on the trailer. मुझे स्टार्ट ही ये कॉन्वर्जेशन ये पूछ के करना है आप सभी को इनफैक्ट कि एड्यूलेशन जो है इस इंडस्ट्री में जहाँ पे आप हो इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अप्रिसिएशन, एड्यूलेशन, लव फ्रॉम योर फैंस. और जब ऐसा कुछ आ जाता है विच इज़ सो मच ऑन योर शोल्डर्स वेयर यू विन सच अ बिग अवार्ड, कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है उसके बाद रेलेवेंट रहना और उस कंसिस्टेंसी को मेंटेन करना. मुझे आप लोग से जानना है. व्हाई डोंट यू स्टार्ट?
मैं भूल जाती हूँ. मैं हर टाइम स्टूडेंट ही होना चाहती हूँ. कभी ऐसे फील नहीं करना है कि ऑफ कोर्स ये बहुत बड़ा मान्यता है, नेशनल अवार्ड एंड ऑल अवार्ड्स, बट लेकिन इसके जब मैं एक आर्टिस्ट हूँ हर टाइम मैं ये करना चाहती हूँ जब स्क्रीन के सामने अपेयर होती हूँ तो मैं कुछ नहीं, मैं सिर्फ एक्टर हूँ. और
आप बताओ, मेरे को सुनना है इन औरतों को यार. मुझे
Then please, Parvathy.
I feel I've signed a contract with the audience as an artist that I will do honest work and they will pay their hard-earned money to come watch it, take away something if there is something honest in it, or communicate what they did not like. And that will be a contract that will be honored all my life. Beyond that, there is absolutely nothing that is relevant, is what I believe. And when you get carried away by the sense of how relevant am I, by the noise of it all, you're really doing a disservice to yourself as an artist and to the art in itself. Because we're children really. And as an artist, we also don't really wear skin in our hearts and minds anymore. So सब कुछ चुभता है. So you really need to know what you're exposing yourself to. So the discipline to have is very important, and also to understand that in the grand scheme of things, nobody really matters. You do your part and you leave. And it's okay to not be relevant, because I love the idea of doing the work, and people, I remember in the initial years, people used to write, that girl in that film was good, that character that she played. I was so happy they didn't know my name. Because all that
That's a lot for you to say, because
no, but I think
our identity is much of what our name gives us, right?
Yeah, but I feel like the character is what made the impact, not me. And the contract between me and the audience is not to get to know me. I have zero business in this business. I don't. The characters does, the artist does, the art does. So I keep reminding myself of that, because the games and the rules change every 2 years, 1 year. When I came into the industry, there was no Instagram, this much visibility was not there. And we're still all sort of acclimating to this new environment. Every day there is a new trend, a rule to follow. So you get to choose what you want to participate in. But at the end of the day, one thing I can promise forever is honest work will be done. उससे ज़्यादा कुछ promise करने के लिए मैं I'm not anybody to do that, I feel.
I was asking कि जब इतना आपको एक्यूलेशन और एडुलेशन मिल जाता है फैंस और ऑडियंसेस से, इवन व्हेन यू हैव सो मेनी अवार्ड्स और लव, एक रेलेवेंसी मेंटेन करने के लिए आप कभी अपने आप को इतना प्रेशराइज करवाते हैं, फील करवाते हैं, और यू आर समबडी हु गोज विद द फ्लो?
नहीं, मैं जो अभी पार्वती ने बोला मैं बिल्कुल सहमत हूँ कि हम कुछ नहीं करते हैं. वो कैरेक्टर्स करते हैं, वो राइटिंग करती है. फिल्म मेकिंग एक बड़ा कलेक्टिव आर्ट है. हम चेहरा भले दिखता हमारा है, लेकिन मैं हमारे चेहरे पे फोकस रहे, आंखों पे, उसके लिए भी फोकस पुलर कोई और होता है. हम पे फोकस रखने के लिए एक व्यक्ति होता है. जिसको आप नहीं जानते हैं। अगर वो थोड़ा गलती कर दे तो फोकस कहीं से कहीं कुर्सी पे चला जाए, हम कम दिखें, कुर्सी ज़्यादा दिखने लगे। तो वैसे ही लेखक राइटिंग का उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट रोल है। अभी चूंकि बतौर एक्टर हम आते हैं, मीडिया में बातें करते हैं, नए नए, जैसे इन्होंने बोला ये सोशल मीडिया अब आ गया, वहाँ पे भी तो कई बार ये चीज़ें एक्टर का दिमाग भी ख़राब कर देती हैं। उसको लगता है कि अब वही मैं ही ब्रह्म हूँ, ये सब मैं चला रहा हूँ। हम कुछ नहीं चला रहे हैं। हम फिल्म मेकिंग के प्रोसेस में बहुत छोटे वाले टूल्स हैं, वो टूल्स जो दिखता है। तो बाकी वही है कि हमारे किरदार दिखने चाहिए, हम हमारा दिखना उतना महत्वपूर्ण नहीं है।
You know, मुझे follow up पूछना है ये सभी लोगों से in you sir. The thing is that finally we're at a place right now where we can call Indian film industry as a very diverse form of industry. क्योंकि पहले होता था हम region से divide कर लेते थे, language से define कर लेते थे, so on so forth. आपके खुद के film में भी you have people like Parvathy over here, yourself you're here a part of the project, of course Pankaj, Sanjana, everybody. Do you feel that today is finally the right time where this whole cross-border navigation is happening, where we're not calling ourselves just Bollywood, but looking larger and being, this is cinema and this is Hindi film cinema, or beyond that, Indian film cinema. But even for actors now, like you cast actors from different places and genres and industries, I think वो ज़्यादा open avenue अब हो गया है. Do you guys agree with me? Do you feel the same?
Of course.
Yeah.
It is not confined only within Bandra and Juhu. It has gone beyond.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely. That's what you're seeing in Kadak Singh as well.
In our film especially.
Yesterday we heard the roar, not the clap, when Pankaj went up on the stage. The same thing happened in Abu Dhabi, Everybody looked at me. A lot of important producers and actors and directors of India. We were at IFA. There were a lot of stars, a lot of accolades. Everything was happening. Suddenly Pankaj went there. I'm not saying it because he is here. He went there and there was a roar. And everybody looked at me. Then उसके कुछ दिन पहले Kadak Singh was announced.
हो गया।
सब हमको ऐसा देखा, मैंने भी ऐसा किया.
But Sanjana, coming to you, I have to even tell this to you. I saw Dhak Dhak and I loved the film. I loved you in the film. I feel finally you are coming into your own and you're getting projects which lets you shine out your talent as well. But what I do want to ask you is that when you've gotten Polaroid reviews from the audiences, did you ever feel that, your self-worth was slightly shook, and then how did you bounce back from that insecurity of yours?
Honestly, I don't read. I'm not the actor who reads reviews because I think in school and in Delhi University I learned very early that you have to figure out which kind of validation you're living for, in your life. I was that student who used to live for the validation of my professors used to really matter to me. If they looked at me with pride, it used to matter to me, and my parents. And now that's become, as an actor in film, it's become my director and the audience. And apart from that, everything in the middle actually doesn't matter, because if you let it come in the way, your self-worth can get damaged.
Yeah.
You can also start believing that you weren't meant to be here in the first place and things like that, which is not true, because out of an ocean of millions, somehow you have been chosen to play that part.
Yeah.
So it's important to remember that in enough quantity also, and maintain that confidence and vigor when you kind of take up a challenge, whichever film it may be. And it's been quite generous with me as well from my first film, so I haven't had to really face the bitter side yet.
And we hope that doesn't happen as well. Pankaj sir, I have to ask you this question. अभी आपको ऐसा लगता है कि फ्रेंचाइजी का अगर आपको पार्ट बनना है या ऑफर आता है उसको कैरी फॉरवर्ड करने के लिए, for example, we've seen you in Stree. We obviously saw you do a part in Oh My God 2, which was already a successful franchisee. जब ऐसी सारी चीज़ें फिर से दोबारा आती है, उस मोमेंट पे आपके लिए क्या क्रिटिकल हो जाता है उसको कैरी फॉरवर्ड करने के लिए या येस बोलने के लिए, ताकि वो एक बेंचमार्क जो आपने खुद के लिए सेट किया है उसे मैच कर सके?
हाँ, बहुत मुश्किल है। मैं अब तो बहुत सारे अपने ही फ्रेंचाइजी से बोर हो चुका हूँ। 5 चल रही हैं अभी, एट प्रेजेंट 5 हैं। मुझे भी पता नहीं चला कब हो गई 5, इतना क्यों हो गया। तो अभी उसमें वही अगेन वो टास्क है OTT पे, तो ये रूल ही है कि सीजन 2 करना है अब इसका। तो मैं भी बोर हो जाता हूँ कि मुझे करना वही है जो पहले किया था। थोड़ी सी प्लॉट नहीं, कहानी नहीं हो जाएगी, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक तो सेम ही रहेगा, तो मैं हर अपने फ्रेंचाइजी वाले प्रोड्यूसर को बोलता हूँ कि अगले में मुझे मार दो, खत्म कर दो। क्यों? अरे इतना चल तो रहा है। बोला नहीं चल रहा है बट हो गया ना, मेरे लिए बहुत हो गया। तो देखिए धीरे धीरे मरूंगा अब।
नहीं हम नहीं चाहते कि मरे, बट ठीक है। I want to ask all the three women sitting over here as well.
हाँ,
I really want to find out. Pankaj ji, like please, हाँ अभी बस मुझे नहीं. No. What I want to ask all three of you all is that do you all finally feel that respectively in your fields, in different industries that you all belong to, the time has come where women are getting, you know, the kind of films and roles that they deserve on the big screen without having a backing of a male actor? Or do you think we are still fighting for that?
No, I'll take a leaf out of what she said. I think there are a lot that's happening, not wanting to take away from it, but we cannot be satisfied. At least I am greedy enough to say that I'm not satisfied with breadcrumbs. And I'm not okay with tokenistic approaches done by anybody. And at the end of the day, especially as an artist, I feel we are sensitive enough to know when it's done as a tokenistic thing and when it's done dil se. And I think the audience also understands that. The problem is that the more we do tokenistic things, the more we get used to it. And then once in a while, you know, from your insides, an expression comes out. And they're like, oh, this is what we were missing. We should have more of this. But nobody follows up. So the way I look at it is, if you think of our society as a fabric and we cut a small piece out of that fabric at any point, you'll find diversity there. You'll find so many different genders, different, you know, culture, different background, ethnicities. Are we able to bring that in the slice of life we are creating? Is that your intention? That's the question I want to ask makers and producers. Because if your intention itself is to get this much bucks out of, you know, the effort and all, then you do you. That's okay. I'm not anybody to say you're wrong in doing that. But in terms of just creating a universal experience, I think there has to be heart in it, in wanting to bring that forward. And we all benefit from it. I think Meryl Streep said recently that we are used to speaking men's language for a long time. We are just about learning how to speak a woman's language also. But for that, you have to be patient, you have to listen, you have to want to know.
Yeah.
So my question usually just doesn't go, hum kyun nahi kar rahe hain? It's like, is there the intention of wanting to do it? And I feel that's slowly coming. And I am training myself to not be impatient.
Thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, everybody watching.